What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, our mechanic, but it's more like pick up this. I think this is a story vehicle too. Yeah, I started on it. Let me RM. This is my new cart podger. And make it a gem. I mean, other tasks. Okay, right. So let's go ahead and get our. Does this increase screwing speed? 0.5 seconds. I am good. We'll be 500. Now we get better looking cars. And I think we should get this so we can customize the shop too. So we can make it look a little bit better in here. This is gonna be 10 grand, and this is gonna be 20 grand, and we'll save the other. We're gonna need about 15 grand for some of this body work here. Looks like. So let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and pull it all off, of course. See what we can do, you know. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to do everything, but you gotta do what you can, you know. Get the fender out. All this, it's all junk. Let's take this bumper out. It's all toasted. Let's go ahead and drain all the fluids. Whatever fluids are in the damn car, because it doesn't look like anything's in the car at all. Everything just looks so messed up. Even though I guess there wasn't much in there, there's still stuff in there. Everything on this car is messed up. We're gonna see what we can do to fix this man's car, though. This all out of here. This is gonna be the expensive stuff right here. Once I can do it, guys. Alright, you know, I think we should probably, well, no, we'll keep taking things apart because we're gonna, a lot of this stuff we can really fix without having to buy new stuff. So God, everything's ruined on this thing. Go ahead and run a little electrical test on it just to see what's bad. Oh, everything is bad. Yeah, all the fuses are bad. Jeez. This is definitely a junkyard car, so everything's coming out. I think this is probably the most we've ever done with a circuit board. Or a fuse box, I should just say, not a circuit board. It's kind of wild, actually. Bearings out, or the bushings out. Not fixing those. But we might as well remove them while we're down here. Just a little tedious part you might as well get rid of right now. Everything's got to be fixed on this thing, it looks like, so far. Alright, any more body parts that we can pull? The rear windshield. And, oh, you can't pull body at the interior, which is kind of silly. That's okay. So actually, we can do some detail on it. At least clean it up and then okay. Now it just looks like junk. That's alright. Alright, let's go see. Oh, that's the personalization. What we can do. Okay, now we still need renovation number 6 to do that, unfortunately. But we can actually look at fixing the ABS and stuff like that, which is going to save us a lot of money. Success. Fixing this is so much cheaper than buying a new one. That's, oh, now we're gonna have to get a new one of those. That was a fail. Get a new one of those. That's all right. I didn't think I had the parts either. I didn't think I had the parts there either. This is still, geez, renovation 6. Okay, I don't know why I have all these tables for renovation 6 when I can just separate it out a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and reinstall the circuit or the fuse box. I don't want to call it a circuit board for some reason. And we'll add the medium fuse types A and B. We get a couple B relays, some C's, and 2 A's. New ECU. Go ahead and reinstall the brake stuff, brake fluid, pump, and the module. This is the expensive part right here. This is going to save us like $1,700, $2,500 right here. That's nice. Alright, let's take this throttle off. Let's actually start getting into this engine a little bit, because we still got to take a lot of parts over to try to get them fixed. So we just need to disassemble the whole thing real quick. Take it off from the top, and then we'll go and work on the bottom side. Look at all these rusted screws. This whole thing is coming apart. This is what I call an episode car. Try to work as quick as we can, but it's still going to be a lot of work. Man. Everything in this thing is ruined. Take it apart one by one. And I appreciate some of you guys' feedback too on some of the car parts and things like that. You know, I'm not the most familiar with cars. You know, I know enough to change my oil and stuff like that, but that was about it. You know, I didn't know much about cars and parts and things like that. My one of my best friends actually used to work on his car all the time. He used to have a '68 Bug, and he would be working on that thing all the time, either upgrading it or maintaining it. And you know, he told me that he learned a lot from that. And even though it's a very basic car, you know, it runs off a carburetor and things like that, air cooled, it's a little bit more of a simpler vehicle to maintain and you know, get parts for and kind of understand. Whereas, you know, some of these cars, like, they're a little bit more, especially the more advanced and I would say the newer cars with newer technology and things like that, they're definitely going to be a learning curve to even mechanics that are seasoned in some of the stuff that, you know, they're used to. You know, a lot of these older cars, it's kind of like, oh yeah, you know, you have this and that and this and that, and that's about it. some of these newer cars, you gotta deal with the computers, you gotta deal with all kinds of stuff. So, all right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and remove the reservoir. Oh, I thought it was empty. All right, you know, we're just gonna make sure everything's empty because this looks empty, but see, it would have charged me $50. So I'm gonna remove all of these because these look like crap. Try to see about fixing it later on. So get everything out of here first. Let's get the battery out too. It's like crap. Like everything in this car is going. I mean, this thing looks terrible. But I think honestly we could probably fix things. We can fix things like that water pump right there. Maybe even this alternator now. I think the only things that we can't really fix are like the car body parts and things like that. Unless we pay, you know, $1,000 per piece essentially to fix it, which could be the cheaper route. I'm gonna have to look at the parts for the car. But it's every single part. It's not like it's one or two. It's every part. So if we have to pay $1,000 for a rear view mirror, I'm not doing that. We will just buy a new one at that point. So yeah, we'll just go with whatever is cheaper. And once we take this whole thing apart, we'll go over and see about trying to repair as much as we can. There's so much here. Everything's bad. Fuel injectors are bad. Some of this stuff I don't even know if we're gonna be able to repair. Maybe, but I think if it stays in the orange, we can repair it. But if it's red, it's like ruined or whatever. What else? Exhaust manifold, take that off. Still, spark plugs, duh. Can just leave those things in there. Like, what's keeping us from taking this head off? Alright, here we go. This whole engine, everything is bad. This whole thing is going. I'm just gonna start taking things apart now. I don't even care about what order. I'm just, oh, it's bad and everything's bad. Take it apart. I'm gonna make this thing like brand spanking new almost. Alright, I think we are. What else can we do here? I think that's about it for the lower section until we take it apart and then, you know, what do you call it? Actually, we can take the wheels off right now. Might as well, right? So we'll have to lift it up, take off the oil pan, and take off all the, you know, piston head covers or caps, I should say. Let's hold them onto the crankshaft, and then we can lower it, pull the heads out, and then drop it, pull the crankshaft out, and all that kind of stuff. So, see, I'm learning a little bit. And more or less kind of just like what the parts kind of look like. And I know not all the parts, like, let's just say, for example, like a crane or a camshaft versus the rocker arms, right? Like, I could probably determine a little bit now, like, oh, well, that's probably the crane or the camshaft versus the rocker arm, things like that. But you know, before I would just like, oh yeah, that's just the camshaft, and it's like it wasn't. Even the game was like, you're wrong. So that's all right, you know. I'm willing to be humbled in this field. I don't know much about it. And it's nice to know these kind of things, especially if you don't work it on yourself and you take it to a mechanic and, you know, they try to give you the runaround. You can kind of like pull a fast one on them, like, hey, listen, dude, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm looking at, you know, but I just don't do the work, kind of thing. So it's just nice to be knowledgeable in a lot of things. Cars are one of them. And then, you know, if you're not lazy like me, then you'd probably work on your own cars. I'm just afraid I'm gonna break something, and I'm really just gonna have somebody come over and fix it. Versus if I would have just left it there and it would have been fine in the first place. This whole thing is coming apart, man. The whole car. We will fix everything. And we can fix all this stuff back here. So that's a good thing. We're not going to be spending a lot of money as far as all these parts, which is good. We'll save a lot of money on this. What's next? Disarm. I have to be on. Yeah, it's to be on lift. Okay. Fair enough. Can I get the? Do you have to get the fuel out of here? No. Okay. I was just making sure. I was like, you'd think that you'd have to like pull the fuel out, you know? All right, got all those bushings out. These little pieces off. This is the thing. This is the, like I said. I think this is the first car we ran into that everything is just bad on it. Like, this is like a project car for ourselves, or like I should say, like a practice project car for when we build ours. I do plan on building one. I just got to figure out like where to find it. You know, where to find a good one or a decent car that we can really put a lot of nice work into, and it's, you know, and it's just a nice build. And then, you know, I'll let you guys put in suggestions on what color and kind of things like that. So all right, I think everything's off here. Go ahead and take the front side off. We're just gonna pull everything off. I'm not even gonna care, because we gotta fix it all anyways. Like I said, probably drop the tires first. I should have did tests on everything, but look at this car. it's a no. This thing needs to be. If I could, I'd just take the whole car and move it onto the bench back there and work on, just renew all the parts like that. Because holy crap. Is this an all-wheel drive? Yeah. I swear. Like I said, I don't think we've ever had a car like this. This is crazy. Alright, let's go to the other side. Arms are toasted. Oh, nope. Take the axle off. Bearing. Now the hub can come off. The knuckle cover. Still gotta drain the oil out of this thing too. Almost forgot. Alright, I think that's about everything, right? In the front here, everything. Oh, I guess we could take the, ooh, nice, we could take the shaft out. Giggity. Pause. No, yeah, we can take the drive shaft out there, that's nice, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and put it up, put it up, put it up. Battery can be charged. It's looking pretty pretty sad right now. Medium intercooler. Oh, before we forget, you must drain the car. And that was all the oil. It had basically no oil in it. I wonder if he had it like towed here. There's no way you drove it here. Like pushed it onto my lot. Like, hey dude, I heard you work on cars. Just pull this thing apart piece by piece here. Bearing cap out. Almost didn't see this bearing cap just because it was hiding. Just camouflaged all that rust. Alright. All-wheel drive 4-cylinder, huh? Very nice. And I think it was turbocharged too, so. I think I remember pulling a turbocharger off the back there. Alright. That's good. What's next? Drive shaft. This car is coming apart piece by piece, the whole thing. The only thing that's staying are the pieces that I already fixed. Still got something out there I gotta go check out. I bought it, but I forgot about it. Oh, I think it's just more paint. Pushing out of there. Get the suspension arm off. Get this rear sway bar off too. And now the knuckle. And the frame's gonna come off too. But like I said, everything, the whole damn thing's coming off. Knuckle. Go. That's crazy. Alright, that's the whole backside of the car is gone. Same thing with this. I mean, basically the whole front side of this car is going to be gone. Got that Rocket League vibe kind of music. Okay, once I pull this out, we want to pull all of this out. I can't believe we're literally pulling everything out of the car. That's hilarious. Alright, transmission. Oop. Oop. Nope, clutch release bearing. And the plate. Alright, now this, I mean the block too, I mean engine block itself looks terrible. Alright, now we can lower it again, pull out the cylinder heads. This thing is bare bones. It's got a brake system, that's it. Great brake system, dude, you know you're not going anywhere at least. Alright, let's go ahead and raise it back up, get the shaft out, crankshaft out. Now we can rip the whole block out of the bay. Amazing. Alright, so first things first, let's do the fuses, because I just want to get those out of the way. Alright, where are we at? Where are we at? This was the last one. Okay, I just need to look at buying them. That's right, I already put them under the order thing here. What did we need? 3 of these. Three of these. And 2 of these A's. What is an, oh yeah, we're gonna need one of these. I don't think we could fix this. Computers, I don't think we can fix those. I'm just gonna do 3 of them. I don't know if it was 3 or 4. Just do 3. If I have to get another one, I will. Yeah, old fuses are just whatever. I don't really care for them. Just throw them away. Okay. I think it's 3 of each, except for the big ones. One little fuse right here make his car go kaput. Even if we fix everything. Alright, this is good. Oof. We need a new cover, don't we? What? Okay. I'm gonna say. Alright, fuse box is good. Let's go ahead and check out what we can fix. Ooh, look at, put it on the brake lathe. Do they even have these things anymore? I feel like they're just like, nah, we don't have these. These don't exist. We'll just make you buy a new brake rotor. It's a waste of money. Ooh, that was close. Nice. 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 Save money by doing this. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, see, I think I could fix most all the parts except for like maybe a handful. Damn it. Okay. The thing is, I got a lot of instant successes going on here. Some of them I have to redo, but that was close. Gotta do it quick. Glitching, glitching, glitching. Money out of my pocket. That's fine. It's like $2-3. Oh, that was wasted. Oh, that was a fail. I need some of those. Where are we at? Like 1 caliper, 2 of the caliper cylinders. That was close. Damn it. That was a good one to fix. Save us that money. We can even fix the caps. Look at that. I wonder if I can fix the cylinder heads themselves. That'd be nice. Oh, try again. On a roll now. This is a lot of parts to fix. Good God. Makes you want to just like, yeah, we'll just buy new ones. I don't even care. Oh, there's a fail. That was close. That was close too. That was close again. Fix the transmission. The clutch plates. I guess that was the last one. Okay. Let's go ahead and put another brake rotor on there. Oh, I'm stuck. You know, we should probably also put stuff on the tire machine here too, because those rims are shot. Like bad. I wonder how the tires are. Oh, come on, move. Just standing there and getting stuck. Just keep separating all these. Oh, look at that, your battery's in good shape, sir. There you go, you have battery in your car now. This thing needs some work, man. Okay, well that's going. Go ahead and move the welder over to 1. Fix the body on this thing. Oh, it's just dirty. Whoops. I was wasted. You learn, right? Okay, because $7,500 is not gonna. It's not gonna cut it for parts, I don't think, guys. Let's see. Gotta do the lights too, right? Those lights. These lights. Let's see what we got here. Body work. I think it's gonna be in the body tuning. Alright, maybe it is under the body workstation here. Oh, what am I doing here? Click that, then click this. Okay, there we go. I was confused there for a second. Alright, get that part. Start getting parts and knocking it out, you know? Trunk, rear left door. Front left door. The hood. Got that. Front bumper. Just the windshield here. What is that? Right tail light. Yep. Left tail. Oh, come on now. Left tail light. Right headlight. Left headlight. Yay! That's gonna get rid of these fuses. Yeah, let's see here. Put the new pieces on here. We have 3,100 left. It should be plenty for what we want to do, so. Got to do this fender here. Say less. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We're gonna remove that, sir. This is a piece of crap. We do not allow pieces of crap here, sir. The door's in, but I forgot the windows. That's right. I'll get it here in a second. Just gonna put this on. Put the rear bumper on, which we can't do. We can put the trunk on, just not the bumper. And you got the taillights in, got the headlights in. What else? What else? What else? What else? Got this fender here. Now we just need to get the mirrors and the bumper. Okay, well, fair enough. Get the mirror, windows. The last rear view mirror, I should say. Some rear windows. And the bumper. Alright, window, mirror. This thing's gonna be nice. You would never know this thing was sitting in a junkyard. And then we need to get 2 license plates. Here we go, get 2. And put these on. here, one in the corner in the front. Let's go ahead and lift the car up. This is looking brand spanking new about steering rack. Steering rack is looking brand spanking new about the sway bar. Sway bar is looking a little sad. Exhaust suspension's looking sad. What about these tie rods? Yep, both very sad. So let's go ahead and shop it. I'm pretty sure we can shop bearing cap, license plate. Okay, here we go. One of those. One of these. And two of these. Place that with that. And the tie rods. Oop, nope. Cool, we fixed the knuckles. One of these suspension arms though, I absolutely booted. I'm gonna buy a bunch of bushings. Put a bunch of new bushings in everywhere. This guy better appreciate this car. That's all I gotta say. Appreciate my ride. Ventilated. Oh, we need some new brake pads, aren't we? And all four. Brake caliper. I ruined one and ruined one of the cylinders, so yay! Okay, let's go ahead and get that one. We were able to get the intercooler, which is nice. What about the catalytic converter? Nope. No sir. Metal muffler? No sir. I figured. Okay. Yep, got that. Outer tie rods. Two of those, sir. Good, sir. Catalytic converter. Uno. Dos. Did I even buy that yet? I am tripping, guys. Nope. Wait, that was the wrong part. Nope, I didn't. Okay. I was like, I swear. Getting too ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and buy the parts real quick, and then I'll start talking to you guys, because I feel like when I start talking and putting the car together, I start losing my train of thought. No worries. Throw these new parts on. At these rear knuckles. Oh yeah, I fixed them. It's fixed. Everything back here looks nice. We need more of these little mini bushings here though. Go ahead and buy those. I got 4 of them just in case. Feel like we're gonna need all 4. Oh, we need a new sway bar. Put that in. Rear suspension arm, looking brand spanking new. I don't think I did anything with the spring. Oh yeah, I didn't actually. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like trying to fix stuff. Okay, we need some new springs themselves though, which we can get. New links as well, figured. What about this rear suspension arm? Look at that. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna need another. What is that? 2 more small bushings. This thing looks beautiful. Oh, need some new bearings. Go ahead and get those. Oh no, we're out of money, guys. This is not good. This is not good at all. This is not good at all. What can we sell? We have like old stuff we can sell out here. Or salvage. Let's see. We have like salvage points. Oh look, we can increase the quality. That's interesting. Let's go in here. We call another customer and bring another car in here. Noisy transmission, loud exhaust. Let's bring his car in. Let's just see what's going on. Can't even work on that other car right now just because we out of money, guys. And I don't even know if we can get a loan. I think we spent a little bit too much. Check everything. Get the XP for it at least, right? At least the car runs. Okay. Everything seems good there. What about the fuel? And we'll just check the tire treads just because free XP, right? 4 extra free XP. And we actually get to see what the treads look like. If they're messed up at all. Okay. Oh, well, there's your freaking problem right there, dude. Your whole gearbox is messed up. What can we do? Because we're out of money, so let's see. My garage. We go to my garage? Oh no, we are in my garage. Duh. What is options? Load tutorials? No, 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 no. Inventory, photo mode, map. Can we go to Go to the barn. No, we don't want to go to the barn. Darn it. What do we do about car parts? I guess we could just give this dude back his car in the condition that it was in. Just honestly what we're gonna have to probably do. Is, let's see here. Oops. Yeah, it's 150. Don't have the money. So I think we're just gonna have to put this dude's car back together the way it is. The new parts we can put together, and then he's just screwed. He's just screwed. I'll have to accumulate our money back somehow. Sorry, dude. This is all I could fix. Let's get the other things on here. Grab my pad or my brake thing. Oop. I guess I can only fix it up to a certain point. That's interesting. Gotta put your crappy tires back on. Let's put that on. Balance this out. Alright, the last tire here. Tire. Never was able to get new links. Oh well. Sucks to suck, right? It is what it is, man. We fixed what we could. Be happy. Did fix a good amount though, so I mean, can't really complain too much, right? The engine still ain't gonna be able to work, but your car's gonna look a little bit better. Never got the rear suspension arms either, darn it. Alright. Brake pad, disc covers. Disc covers. Brake disc. Rotor, whatever. Oh wait. Okay, they're all the same tire. What a shame. Ran out of money. Can I get to this? There we go. Put this arm on. Alright, put this arm on, put the other bushings in. Tragedy. Well, at least we get the bushings for it, right? Like they care, like the customer gives a crap about bushings. This link back on. At least they got a new sway bar though. Their links aren't that good, but they got a new sway bar. Same thing with the springs, they're just terrible. But we did what we could with the budget we were given. And I guess that's what matters, right? Now, here's the question, is this guy gonna bring his car back to us again? I don't think so. I really don't. Fuel pump in. Yeah, see, I didn't get a new fuel pump either. Oh well. It is what it is, right? Right, put this pipe on. Where is my... Alright, gotta lower it again. Man, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do here, guys, because we got $30. Not good. Not good at all. We are in trouble. We are in some trouble, guys. Got no money, so hopefully this guy gives us like at least 12 G's or something. Basically cover the work that we did. And then maybe a little bit more. I don't think we're going to get 12 grand out of this. But we need some so we can at least start recuperating and getting some smaller jobs so we can put parts into those cars and just kind of rebuild ourselves back up. I should have never got that extra, what do you call it, paint thing. I don't know if it's a paint shop or if it's like just more colors, but I should just save that 7 grand. Could have definitely used it about now. Most likely we would have been able to finish instead of having just to put it all back together now. Kind of upsetting. Well, we got a new fuel pump, like I said. Alternator's still shot. The water pump. Well, that wasn't the water pump. That was the was this the power steering? Yeah. The water pump, I think, is the one that's attached to the motor, like inside of that shit. All right. Let's see here. Everything else can go in that side. Oh, we gotta put a crankshaft in first. All right. Crankshaft in first. At least that's fixed. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff back on here too, so you can have a crappy transmission. I don't think I was able to fix that. It looks like I was able to fix this block, the engine block itself, the main block, which is nice. So that the transmission's fixed too. It's just everything inside of it that's ruined. That's all. That's great. It's just what we need. Yes, kind of sucks. Everything we put in here is gonna be mixed matched with like old and fixed, you know, new things. Because money, as Mr. Krabs would put it. Alright, what else? Put the front drive shaft in. Put their regular drive shaft in. The main, I should say. Alright, I think we can lower it now so we can put the heads in. messed up, but it is what it is. Pains me to have to put these back together and not do the work on it, but what are you gonna do, you know? Here's the tricky part, trying to put these fuel injectors on without putting the manifold on. It looks like I'm gonna be able to do it. Looks like some of this stuff looks new though, that's just good. Can't, you know, completely complain about it, which I know the dude's gonna, you didn't fix my car. Yeah, well, you know, I ran out of money, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Great, just a few more. This takes forever. Okay, that was the last piece. Put this back on. It looks new, but it ain't gonna run new, that's for sure. Talk about a jerry rig job. Here you go, sir, his car is fixed. Sounds like, you know, most mechanics, shitty mechanics out there. Yeah, man, I fixed it. And then you just like watch me do what I just did and get this car back to somebody. Like, yeah, dude, everything's all good, bro. Should be good. Don't come back. Computer. What is next? We should just put the oil in, right? Oh, well, yeah. You need an oil pan for that. Goofy. Alright, get the ventilated shaft in. Go with the bearings. Just gonna use what we got. Alright, well, like I said, use what you got. At least this guy that owns his car, you know, when he gets it back, he knows what he does need fixed on it. Because I can't help you, dude. Sorry, I'm too broke. Too poor. Alright, let's see here. Let's put this in actually too, you know. Throttle on with those big old bulky bolts. Alright, put the radiator in. Fans. What else? Probably fill these up, would be smart, right? Don't leave the dude hanging. Even though the reservoir, all the reservoirs look like somebody took a shit and I'm gonna check it up. They look pretty bad. Alright, get the power steering fluid. Let's see, what else can we do from up on this side up here? This manifold back on here, the exhaust manifold. Timing belt and the timing gear and chain and all that stuff too. That turbo back in. That crispy looking turbo too. Saved a lot of money doing that. Okay, put the gear on, put the timing chain, and the gear. And the cover. Alright, let's throw this cam gear on now. Put the belt tensioner on. Crappy belt tensioner. Big old long bolts. Crankshaft pulley. And the idler roller. Alright, let's see here. Caps in, which we fixed. Right, last cap. Man, it's upsetting not to be able to help, you know, this dude out and fix his car to completion. Give it back to him basically not working, which is kind of crappy, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Where's the suspension? Yeah, there it is right there. I figured we were forgetting something back here, right? Where is the spring? What? You guys see this, right? Oh, the bushing. Holy crap, I didn't even notice that. I was like, you guys see this, right? This is like, there's nothing here, and there should be a spring there. I was wondering. It is what it is. Get that fixed. Alright, that's good. Go ahead and lower it. We also got to throw some brake fluid in that. Alright, fill it up. Brakes are good. What else? What else? What else? It's gonna tell me, oh, something this, something that, right? Can I, like, not dismiss the car? No? Great. I forgot how you just send it out. Like, if you got a problem, you just, like get out of here. I feel like I'm missing something. That's why I can't send it out here. Oh, Oh, the wheels. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it now? Like, what the hell's wrong with this car? Okay, get that. And the wheel here, bearing hubs, that's why I'm like, what is going on here? Why can't we put these wheels back on? Because we never finished this side of the car. We were working so hard on that side, we weren't able to work on this side. Alright, which one goes on this side here now? That's right. Wheel bearing. The drive axle. And the wheel. Oh man. Okay. What else? What else are we missing? I don't know if we're missing anything, but at the same time, I don't know if we can send this car out. Because it's a story vehicle. That freaking blows, man. Like this guy, I think we can just send him out, right? Car is loud, general gearbox. Okay. I'm gonna see what we can do. Let's see, search, sell parts. I don't want to sell this. Sell parts that condition below or equal. See what 50% below, we will do that. That'll make us some money, so I might be able to get some money for this car here. So that's gonna cost us, how much is that? I6 DOH. I guess we could just look. The two things, so let's go ahead and look that up. 650 is cheap. The front exhaust, cheap. Okay. Let's get this guy out of here. I'll have to work on that car again, but we'll put it back together for now, just so we don't lose any of the old parts. And that way I can, sold those parts like I did. Get the starter off of this thing. Gearbox. Ooh, look at that. That's bad in there too. This engine's like tilted. It's pretty cool. That looks good to me right there. Clutch plate. Let's go ahead and buy a new one of those. And put it back together like Humpty Dumpty. And then once we get this thing back on, we will call it an episode, guys, because that was a pretty long episode of us basically just taking apart our car apart, fixing some parts and putting it back together, realizing that we couldn't afford to fix the car. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least we'll be able to fix this one here, send it out, make a little bit more money off of it real quick. Unless I can fix this gearbox here, which then I didn't need to. Okay, it's just the starter. That's what I figured. I was like, if I could fix that gearbox, I'm gonna be pretty upset because I just wasted money on that when I could have just fixed it. Let's see here. Started back in. And that should be it for the sounds that they said that it was making. Oh wait, we gotta do an oil change on it too, right? Let's see. Car is loud. Oh. Well, the muffler in the back here is almost. You gotta see that. Let's see if we can fix it for him. I doubt it. Yeah, I figured. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and order it. And add it on. She's battery in the back. Let's charge it real quick. And then while he's charging, we'll give the car an interior design. Or detailing interior design. We're not fixing that crap for him. Detail it for him. We'll give him a wash too. Let's return it. Let's get the battery. Put the battery back here. And tally ho. Oh, good. So we made $2,400 after that. It looks like we're gonna have to do things like that, little small jobs here, just until we can't afford to fix body parts at the moment. We'll bring this whole hoopty in here. We'll bring it into the shop. And we will go ahead and call that an episode, guys. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish working on this project car here for this guy, but the good news is that we were actually able to get some money from the old parts and fix up the other car. That gave us some new funds. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode probably too, is fix up a couple of these smaller side jobs, get our money up, and then slowly but surely start replacing some of the parts and things that we can't replace, or I should say fix. But until next time, guys, hope you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel, leave me a follow, my Kick and my Twitch, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.